Would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight. Like, there's a decision. Like, part of your life, a boxer, like, to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
He actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting, you know?
After his fight with Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao stated that he has no plans to retire, emphasizing that nothing is impossible, including a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather.
Everything.
Are we going to be seeing you fight when you're 50-plus years old, setting more records too?
Only God knows.
And what do you want to prove to yourself when you're competing under the bright lights on Saturday at MGM Grand, July 19th, for all the world to be watching?
Oh, nothing is impossible with God. All things are possible.
With Pacquiao's comeback against Barrios now complete, focus has turned to what's next for the boxing legend. One of the most talked about possibilities is a long-awaited rematch with Floyd Mayweather. However, former champion Sean Porter
talks of Floyd Mayweather rematch. I found that yesterday. I was like, holy shit. I remember coming to see that as a fan in this thing. And now, like, apparently that's maybe something they're talking about now. We've like seen him come back. Do you think that's something Floyd will entertain?
Are you surprised at all to hear that?
Because I work in the media, I look at it and go, this is a Manny Pacquiao fight week. It helps talk about the event more. But then I'm also, I'm not like, you know, born in the night.
And really, at the end of the day, it's a matter of whether or not Mayweather wants to do it.
Manny Pacquiao has reflected on his first bout with Floyd Mayweather, emphasizing that he wasn't able to compete at full strength due to an injury at the time.
But I went over to the Mayweather gym yesterday and just to stir the pot again one more time. And I asked them, they said, there's already talks happening, and if Manny wins, a rematch with Floyd could happen. And there's going to be a lot of, you know, attention on making that happen. Is that something that appeals to you?
Right now, my focus is on Saturday. Like, you know, if they're interested after this fight, then why not? Let's talk about it after the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and you would feel confident. I mean, I know you were confident because we spent all that time together before the first fight. But you feel confident that you can beat this guy. You can hand him his first victory.
Of course. Like, you know, I don't have injury anymore.
Chris Algery, who once faced Manny Pacquiao in the ring, speaks with deep respect for the boxing icon. He describes Pacquiao's punches as truly unique, still carrying a sting that sets them apart in the sport. What impresses Algery most is Pacquiao's ability to mask his physical state.
What Algery had to say about Pacman's legendary punch.
I'm curious now. You felt Danny's punch, and when I've talked to people, they always say that Manny's punch is a really stinging punch. It's a punch that stays with you.
Yeah.
How do you compare the two?
It's a different punch. I think Manny. I mean, I've fought a lot of great punchers in my day, and everybody punches differently. You know, it's just a different kind of punch. Manny's power is very surprising. He cuts good angles. You think you're safe, and you're not. I've overheard Tim Bradley talk about that too. Like, he just cuts such good angles and is able to generate power from those positions. It's definitely different.
I remember I asked Shane that same question, and Shane told me there was at one point where he's like, where the hell are all these punches coming from?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You guy moves, and you're like, you lose him and you feel the vision, but like, you think he's off balance, but he's not. He still is able to crack it.
Yeah.
You know, like, what just hit me?
Behind the scenes, reports suggest Pacquiao's team has been in talks about a possible fight with Jake Paul. While no official announcement has been made, the idea has sparked curiosity across the boxing world. The prospect of a legendary fighter.
He actually wanted to fight me.
Really?
Yeah, like behind the scenes, like a bunch of conversations. It didn't seem like very exciting, you know?
I get it.
Like, I would just hit him once and you just tumble.
Well, Pacquiao must even be older than me, right? He's got to be in his 40s.
Yeah. But some guys still have it in their 40s and 50s, you know?
Right.
But he just doesn't give that vibe.
Some boxing analysts have voiced concerns about Pacquiao's chances in a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather, pointing out that while Mayweather's ring IQ remains razor-sharp, Pacquiao may have lost a step due to age and time away from the sport.
Boxing needs stuff like that. We don't have it right now.
That would be extremely huge. What'll make it big is... But my thing is this, though. I think Manny don't have this up here no more to really take on a strong fight.
You said what?
And if you get to talking about a Floyd Mayweather, man, Floyd is always right there, stay in condition.
I think it's great for boxing. I think we would all love it.
Well, we wouldn't see that.
In recent interviews following the Barrios bout, Pacquiao made it clear that he has no intention of leaving boxing anytime soon. He stressed that as long as he still feels the passion and energy, he'll keep fighting.
The fire in my eyes to work out, to discipline like that. And I'm still enjoying training. Like, nothing's changed about, I don't get lazy in terms of sacrifices, training every morning, every day like that. But I'm enjoying it, like before.
It's amazing watching you today, just the hunger, the speed, and just going through your workout because, Manny, I was done, 33. I said goodbye to the game. You 46.
Yeah. That's the evidence of you being a passionate with the sports. Like, it's a like part of your life, a boxer, like to fight. And I grow in boxing. As long as I'm still enjoying the training, I'm happy continuing my career.
For years, Pacquiao dedicated himself to his political career, running for president and serving in public office responsibilities that pulled him away from the ring. But recently, he found both the time and motivation to make a comeback.
The timeout. Your legacy is set. You just went into the Boxing Hall of Fame in June. Why come back after 4 years being away from the ring?
It's been since the last 2 years I want to come back, but my family hesitant to let me go. But it just happened that my wife said, okay, you have my approval, like you can still fight. I know your passion. I know you're you've been eager to come back, but you can fight. She said that you can fight Barrios.
Look, wife said, so that means you're all good. You got the green light. What would it mean to you if you win Saturday night and become the first Hall of Famer to come back and win a world title?
A potential rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather is being projected as a financial juggernaut, with analysts estimating it could generate over $1 billion worldwide, surpassing the revenue of their first historic clash.
I believe 100% I can beat him.
Out of retirement because you want a rematch with Floyd Mayweather.
I came out from retirement because it's hard to leave when you love a sport, so it's hard to leave. But if the rematch will postpone, then why not?
It's fair to say your goal is to rematch with Floyd.
Well, I'm not seeking that. If the people want a rematch, and then
okay,
there's no problem.
Did you feel like you still won the fight on points because he ran from you so much?
When I reviewed the fight, I threw a lot of punches than him, and then I connected more than he connected. But like I said, I know how to accept loss, and I respect the decision of the judges.
Why is it so hard for people to hit Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What is it about him that he gets out of the ring and it's just like he's been, jogging 7 or 8 miles instead of being in a fight?
Floyd doesn't really care about the fans, how to make them happy.
Right.
But he cares about himself for just, to survive or anything else. He make the boxing easier than what the fans want to see. If I'm a fan and going there...
Veteran boxing analyst Paulie Malignaggi has expressed concerns about Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring. He pointed to the unavoidable physical decline that comes with age, noting that no amount of heart or determination can fully counteract the effects on speed, reflexes, and punching power.
At the end of the day, what really matters, though, is the money. Manny Pacquiao brings in so much money and eyes and attention. He is a global star. He is not just a local celebrity. He is not just a boxing celebrity. He is a globally recognized human being. So him coming back into the sport gets a lot of eyes, a lot of money, and that's why ultimately these guys are going to push him into one of these big fights, which is most likely going to be a world title fight with Barrios.
Paulie, you are always saying it. Rankings and titles should be about merit. We talk about money, talk about draws, talk about how much somebody brings in. You defer to that in a sense. But you always say rankings and titles should be about merit. What's your thought on this?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a silver lining here, right?
Yeah.
So there's the eyes come back to the welterweight division if you bring a Manny Pacquiao in, right? Because right now the welterweight division is...
After the Barrios fight, Pacquiao has stood firm in his position. He's not interested in taking the easy route. If Mayweather agrees to a second fight, Manny insists it must be a genuine professional bout, not just an exhibition, he believes.
Just talks and rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather 2. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air of maybe potentially happening?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an ex with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight.
David Benavidez has voiced his support for Pacquiao's decision to return to boxing. He emphasized that if Manny feels ready, no one should question his choice. Benavidez respects that Pacquiao didn't rush his comeback but waited until he was truly prepared.
What makes Manny Pacquiao special is that he does everything so good. He has great footwork, he has good ring IQ, good defensive slips, good combinations, and I think most importantly of all, he's in there willing to go to war with anybody. So that's really what makes him more important. The most special thing about him is his spirit and his will to fight.
Chris Algieri noted that stepping into the ring with Pacquiao is unlike any other boxing experience. It's more than just a fight tits, a full-scale event. Manny attracts massive crowds, intense media coverage, and unmatched fan engagement.
We say fighting Manny Pacquiao, it's not just a fight, it's an experience, because there's so much that leads up beforehand. You know, you get the announcement and it's like, I'm fighting a living legend, first and foremost. But then that's when the press tour starts. It's immediate. As soon as it gets out that you're fighting Manny Pacquiao, it begins. And I mean, the immediate obligations that lead up to training camp, the fight week, it's otherworldly. It's completely different than anything else I've ever experienced before then and since then. And fight week is wild. Between the grand arrivals, the press conferences, the open media workouts, the millions of people that are tuned in, that you know it, you see it. I mean, you're getting tagged constantly in social media. You're seeing all the people around. You're coming through literally waves of people as you get to venues.
Max Kellerman recently shared why he places Pacquiao ahead of Mayweather when it comes to legacy. He highlighted that Manny's accomplishments are unparalleled. Winning titles in 8 different weight classes is a feat no other boxer has matched.
Pound fighter than Floyd Mayweather. I actually disagreed with you.
I'm surprised that boxing fans, unless you're caping for a guy, this is pretty straightforward. Pacquiao wasn't able to make flyweight. He was a flyweight who won the lineal championship. So if that's not the most, or one of the 2 or 3 most impressive things in the history of boxing, the fact that he could move up, give me an example of another flyweight who was the lineal champion, moved up, won a bunch of titles in between, and then was that good as a welterweight. Pacquiao won lineal titles, indisputable, that's the man who beat the man, or else putting belts together. No one had ever done it before, ever. No one ever came close to dreaming about doing that, and then Pacquiao did it.
With Pacquiao's comeback now official, talks have emerged about a potential showdown with Gervonta Davis. The prospect of a seasoned legend facing one of today's most explosive young fighters has fans buzzing. Known for his knockout power and speed, Davis would present a formidable challenge.
Gervonta Tank Davis has a 6 to 7 fight deal with the PBC and Amazon for $200 million. That's like $30 million a fight, all right? He also has a fight date for November. Y'all know that's a big fight because the boxing fan today, they know Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez.
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned for more, and until next time.